Hello, everybody. We're getting close to this year's European Union Film Festival, Europe's Moving Images. The theme for this year's festival is democracy, community, and space aliens. The film that we're going to talk about in a moment is not about space aliens, but it is about community formation and the questions of democracy. And I'm here today with the director, Katalin Moldovai. Katalin, hello, welcome. Thank you for being
Hello.
here with us.
Thank you very
Um,
much for having me.
we selected Without Air because it reminded us of what's at stake when censorship and authoritarian leadership is on the rise. It is a story about a small town in Hungary, or it's set there, but I would say it could easily be also at this point in time set here in the United States. And that was one of the things that these kinds of echoes really touched us as we were reviewing it. Uh, as I understand, it's based on a true story. Could you talk to us a little bit about how you developed the script, how you developed the film?
Yes, it is based on a true story, and it happened in the 2017 in Romania, actually, not in Hungary.
Ah, yeah.
And I belong to the Hungarian minority from Romania, so that's how I came across with this story in the news. And I felt in the first moment when I read it that this story has multiple layers, and we can develop into a story, into a movie. It has a lot of potential. And for me, the first thing when I read this article, it was that the same mechanism, what we lived in the communist dictatorships, somehow is still with us. You know, it didn't went away with the communist dictatorship in this eastern part of Europe, that we somehow these patterns are still with us. And it's very familiar for us, and we somehow don't recognize when reappears again. So this was the first thought what I had when I read the story, and I reached
Mm.
out the teacher, and I made a lot of interviews with her. So
Yeah.
together with Palocci Zita, who was the scriptwriter, we worked together on the script, and we worked a year on the script until we started to shoot the movie.
Actually, that's really interesting because the film is also about what kind of choices the teacher is going to make, and hopefully, the real person is in a good place and doing well, at least as when you were interacting with her. Um, this is your first actual feature film, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Yes.
and and it's one of the things I again really liked about it, especially in an era of either blockbuster special effects or 3 hour long films that you, in a very compact way, have a beautiful film and tell a good story. So, what were the filming conditions like for this film?
The filming conditions were very not so much because we didn't have so much money for this movie.
Mm.
So we had to think it over twice what we will shoot and how we will shoot it and how many actors we can pay. And we work with a skeleton crew, so our crew was not so big. And we shoot this movie in Romania, actually, in a Hungarian town from
Okay.
in Romania
Interesting.
with
Mhm. Well,
sorry,
that was
with
going to be my
Hungarian.
next question because you already mentioned that you're part of this Hungarian-speaking minority in Romania. Can you say something about how you chose the setting and location for the film itself?
Yes, I wanted a location what reminds us to the communist period.
Mm.
And this little town, what we choose in Romania, it has this echo of the communist in a way, you know, and we try to choose the locations in that way. And I wanted to work with this. Mixing of time, what is represented in the buildings. That the school buildings is a very old
Mm.
building, you know, from the mid-century, and the outside locations are from the communist period. So how the time is one layer of time, it's on another, and this is our reality now in what we are living, and the past how is coming to the present.
Thank you. Yeah. So we are screening this in the United States. And as a director, is there anything that you would like your American audience to be watching for in the film, or is there something that you would like to make sure that they understand about the film that they might not grasp or should be looking for that special thing?
Yes, for me it was very important to show how the fear can deteriorate a small, good working community. And this was one of the main things what interested me in this movie, that the fear from political censorship or how is appearing in a personal level, in a community level, and a good working community, how can deteriorate in a way, and how personal relationships are changing because of that, and how we start to auto-censorship ourselves in this kind of environment. I think this is the most dangerous point
Mm.
in an authoritarian system, that people start to auto-censorship themselves because of fear. So what I want to say is, do not be afraid.
That's a lovely sentiment. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Katalin. And I'm looking forward to screening the film and thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much, and have a nice screening. Goodbye.